Hey Ron, thanks for doing that other pivot table. So just clarifying again, we do not want to create a big pivot table. We want to actually do a pivot table for every single um, root keyword. So we're just using 10 spreadsheets from that root keyword, and then that's how we're going to generate that pivot table. So what we're going to do with this pivot table is I'm going to pick all this up, and then I'm just going to go to a new sheet and then I'm going to paste it as values, just because if you do it as a pivot table you get some issues. I'm just going to call this a keyword, kind of just count and monthly search. So I'm just doing this again. What I'm really looking for, I don't want, I'm going to do a quick filter. I don't want any which are blank, any of these. So I'm going to highlight, so just go back on that again. Anything that's one, because if it's mentioned once, so maybe one website's targeting it and no other ones are, it's not really worth the time. That's the total. Anything that's blank, not even worth the time. So I'm going to highlight all these. Delete them all. Then go back to clear filter, see if there's anything here. What I want here is I want to get all rid of this low search volume stuff, which doesn't really mean anything. Highlight all these, delete them all. So from that, how many do we have? We've got 376 keywords that we've reduced that down to. That's sort of an ideal, pretty good number. We also want to take some further ones out. So this is where there's not really a clear process on this part. You've really got to understand the business and what they're about. So I've got to be really specific about this. You've got to look at every single keyword here and quickly delete anything that you don't think is relevant. Also, looking at this, I'm going to take out anything, well, yeah. So when I mean that is, see these APT crews? Now, if you didn't know, APT crews is a brand. It's a competitor, pretty much. See APT touring. See how there's all APT touring here? So that's an obvious competitor of these guys. So what we're wanting to do, so we want to remove all these. APT. Also we actually go back to this. Oh, there it is. So Eclipse. So as you can see here, this is the Eclipse website. Sorry if it's a bit cut off. Yeah, my screen's not doing too well at the moment. As you can see here, they only do the Polar, Latin America. Let's see what destinations we have. Antarctica, Arctic, Central America, Galapagos cruises, South America, and yeah, they're all the places which they go to. Now on the spreadsheet, it had Canada, and as you can see, Canadian Arctic, so you can have that as a cruise. So you're really just trying to find out, okay, which ones can they do. As you can see here, budget, so they could do, if say cheap Galapagos cruises came in, that's where you could, that counts as a keyword. So you've really got to understand what what sort of services these clients offer, and where in this client in particular, with this particular client, you need to understand which destinations they do. So now with this sort of stuff, celebrity cruises, I actually don't believe that they do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go celebrity cruises. Just remove that. Let's search. Let's see if anything comes up. Yeah, nothing found. So what we can do here is we can go put in celebrity or celeb. Just remove all these. They're not needed. They're wasting our time. So like things like this, cruise Japan, we don't need. Cruise around Japan, cruise around Europe, all this sort of stuff we can remove. I'll get you to do this, because the more practice you have at this, the better. So really look at these, remove stuff like Holland America Line, Australia, Holland cruises. You leave honeymoon cruises in there because I know where I saw honeymoon cruises. Now Imagine Cruises, is that a brand? Is it an actual sort of service that cruises offer? You got to actually just Google that and check it out. What else we got here? Princess Cruise Line, I know that's definitely a brand. Royal Caribbean, I know that's a brand. You can also save a bit of time. Generally, the brand ones are going to have the highest amount of search, so Carnival, Royal Caribbean, delete these. Scenic Tours, that's a brand. Now I'm just doing this because I know a few cruises. I'm not experienced in it, but like I can just tell. Last minute cruises, yeah, maybe. Some of these ones you may need to leave in. You just have, it's up to really the client if they want to target them. Disney cruises, they don't do that. Yeah, so well, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to save this spreadsheet, save this as it is. I'm going to get you to have a look at this one. Go through all of them. Look at actually manually look at each of these keywords. Just quickly browse through them all. And then, yeah, we'll then do that for all the other 9 pivot tables that you're also doing. And then I can do the next video for you. Alright, thank you.